Hey you guys, welcome to Vet Tech Tips. It's Marciano, your vet tech. Today we're going to be discussing what you should be asking your vet hospital when you're making your vet hospital visit for either your dog or your cat. So some of the top things you need to be asking when you're scheduling your vet visit is 1. Does my dog or cat need blood work? 2. Should I be bringing a fecal sample? 3. How much is the vet visit for one? Because a lot of people just kind of make the visit and they really don't ask the price until they get there. So that's something important that you need to know. Also, all these things have charges, so you guys need to be aware of, blood tests cost money, flea control costs money. If your pet isn't on that, it needs to be on a proper flea control. It's actually going to take care of fleas, and it's just not something you're putting on them once a month that you're getting over the counter. A lot of products that you get over the counter are probably not going to work. 9 times out of 10, they've been on the market for a long time, and fleas have gotten an immunity to a lot of this stuff. So it's really not going to help unless you get a recommendation by your vet as to which one to buy, because some of them do work. But we're not going to get into that on this video. It's more about what you need to be asking when you schedule your vet visit. So some important things to note when they do ask for blood work, fecal sample, things like that, is to assess the health of the pet at that moment. So a lot of times you could prevent a lot of major disease processes from affecting your pet if you can catch them early, like kidney disease or dental disease that can lead to other diseases down the road. So just be in mind that your vet is looking out for your pet, so they want to make sure they give you the best medicine possible. So just be aware of that. Next thing, because I kind of mentioned already, asking the price of certain things. If you're kind of price conscious, a lot of times, not everyone can just go in there and say, I do whatever my pet needs. A lot of people want to, and a lot of times your vet can map out a plan for you that you're going to do it step by step. So if you get paid bi-weekly and you kind of are going around that, ask your vet what's the most important things that we need to do that day. But this is back to the main point, what you need to ask when you're going into the vet. So for one, you already ask how much the price is for the vet visit, and if your pet is over 2 to 3 years old, your vet will probably ask for blood work if they haven't had a recent blood panel done. So we need to check that out, see what your pet's organ function is like. Not only that, fecal sample is a test for parasites that may be exposed to your pet during the course of the year. So during an annual vet visit, a lot of times they'll ask for a fecal sample, so don't be surprised. Next thing, when your pet's getting ready to go into the vet hospital, ask if they are getting blood work, or if they will be getting blood work, should you fast the pet. But usually for an annual visit, that's not required. That's more or less if your pet is getting something monitored, like liver values or kidney values or something like that. The vet may ask for you to fast the pet. Also, being courteous goes a long way. If you're cordial with the people that are working to make sure your pet has better health care, it's always good to make sure that you have a good relationship with those people, because they want to do the best for you. And a lot of times some people will get frustrated with either communication with the front staff and the back staff, or the hospital in general. If your pet has any special needs, it's something that you can note prior to your pet going into the hospital. That way they can add it to the record. For instance, if your pet is sensitive to vaccines or certain medications, things like that, you can go ahead and let the veterinary hospital know. They can add it to a medical alert to your file, and then everyone's on the same page. And if your pet has any prior medical history that the veterinary hospital needs to know about, seizures, diabetes, any prior diagnosis of disease, would help a long way. Also, just give the veterinary hospital a break. They're working really hard to take care of you and your pet, so let them have the time they need to make sure your pet gets the best care. And if you have to wait a little bit longer, go ahead and do it, because it's all in your pet's best. And just make sure everyone respects each other. The vet hospital is working hard to make sure the client is having the best care for their pet. So it's best to, attitude goes a long way. Okay guys, that's been the video on what to ask while you're scheduling your vet visit or when you go into the vet hospital. Thanks for joining me. Go ahead, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks.